Hey Stampers, Diane Dimich here with ddStamps.com, and I just returned from the post office and I got my paper pumpkin for July, and thought would be a good time for me to show you how I organize my paper pumpkin when it comes and get ready to put the cards together. And I actually do plan to put one of each of the cards together this month. So let me let you know one thing. Stampin' Up! Right now is offering next month's paper pumpkin at 25% off if you're a first-time subscriber to that kit. I will post in the comment section and in the description after this is done with a link if you're interested in signing up. It looks like an interesting kit. It's called Kindred Greetings. But this one that we're doing today is called Hooray for Birthday. So let me flip my camera and we will get started. So this is the box that comes in, bright orange. Like I said, I just picked it up, but I did open it already because I wanted to kind of sort through things and then show you what I do. So you get an ink pad each month. This one's called Timid Tiger. I'm actually going to use my bigger pad because I have it. And I'll save that one for a different thing. I don't know if you can see this, but this is a stamp set that comes with it. Every paper pumpkin comes with a stamp set. Hugs and wishes, birthday wishes, it's your day, this little hash background stamp, hooray, and then some stems and some flowers and some inside of flowers. So we're going to go ahead and use that today. And like I said, I just opened this up. It comes with instructions, and so these are the instructions for each of the cards I'm going to walk you through. So when I get my paper pumpkin, oh, we also have adhesive. So it has the tear and tape, glue dots, and dimensionals. So there's lots of adhesives this time. And then also, I don't know if you can see these, but these are actually stickers and they're kind of shiny. And they're thick. They're like almost like a cardstock weight. So that's kind of fun. Put that here. And then they come with die cuts. And as you can see, I pulled apart all the die cuts. There's sheets of them in here. I pulled them all apart. And what I do is I will look at the instruction sheet, and on the very first instruction sheet here, it tells you 1, 2, and 3 cards and exactly what goes into it. And when I do that, I actually put them into the envelopes. So they're all separated out into the envelopes. There's actually 9 cards, 3 of each. But and then I tuck everything into the envelope so it's all ready. All the pieces are there and ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and do some of these cards. So we'll start with card number 1. And like I said, I put everything in the envelope. We'll pull it out and hope I don't lose anything. This has so many flowers. So this is my card base. And you'll see this month that the card base folds in half and then it folds again. So these are all like easel fun fold cards. So that is my card base. And then I have this arched piece, and I think you can see the shine that's in there. Right around the edge, it's got like a shine. All right, so I'm just going to set these out. So all these little flowers, I'm going to lay out because I'm going to follow the instructions for where the adhesive goes and the instructions for what you stamp. But first off, I'm just going to put these all upside down. Here's my stamping pieces. You probably can't see them because it's white on white. Like I said, this one has lots of flowers. So those are there. Let's do the stamping first. So we're going to stamp it with Hugs and Wishes. And put that onto my block. Your very first paper pumpkin kit too comes with the block. So I'll line that up. You can line them up very easily because it's photopolymer, which is wonderful. And then It's Your Day. Pick that up. It's Your Day. So there's the 2 sentiments that I need stamped. And then that little hashtag stamp, this one here, is going to actually be, we're going to stamp this right in the middle of this card, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just to give it a little background. So I do like that a lot. All right, then I have all these little pieces. And what I'm going to do with my pieces is actually use the adhesive that the directions say it needs to come with, because that will make it easy to put together. And I usually add all the adhesives to all the pieces before I put them on the card. So there's that. On this particular piece, you do want to make sure that that adhesive is down at the bottom of the card, because it's going to be an easel card. It's going to get attached on there, but then this is going to stand up. Does that make sense, I hope? All right, let's grab the dimensionals and the glue dots. We'll start here with the glue dots. Oh, I'm glad you got yours. Yeah, it's always exciting when I go to the post office and I have Happy Mail, because it was not supposed to come until Monday, and so it was a nice surprise. I got a little bit early. All right, so these just get glue dots. These are the leaves. And then all of the flowers get dimensionals. So you get a full sheet of the smaller dimensionals, and each flower just gets one in the middle. Oh goodness. So these cards are fun. I love, honestly, I do love a prepared kit, because I spend a lot of time preparing kits for other people, and this gives me an opportunity to stamp without having to really think. And sometimes I put them together exactly, which is what I'm going to do today, exactly like the directions say. I'm only going to do one, and then sometimes I change it up and modify them a little bit. So, all right, those have all the adhesive on them that they need, and then we're going to proceed to put this together. So we'll start with our base. Let me move some things here. And again, I folded it already. We'll pull off the back of this tear and tape. Now I do want to make sure that that adhesive is below that line. Yeah. We'll just add this on there. I'm kind of eyeballing it. So there's that piece. And then we're going to go ahead with this long string of stems and leaves and pull off all the double-sided adhesive. So these little glue dots, they really stick well. Some people struggle, so you don't have to use them, but if you needed to, you could actually use take your pick tool and pull those off. All right, so these are going to go right along the bottom of that piece, like that. And then we're going to take these flowers. I think I'm going to put them on first. So I'm going to put the flowers on first. And then afterwards, I'll add the little sticker to the center. And I'm just actually following right along there with what that says. Oh, hey, Jennifer, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Have you gotten the hot foil machine yet? That's my other latest obsession, which I'm kind of hoping to play with later today. So yeah, we're just putting these flowers on here. Cute card. It really is a cute card. All right, so once I've done that, then I'm going to take this big sticker sheet. And as you can see, I'm going to take a birthday off here. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull off the birthday and then check it to make sure that like all the, I think this one didn't, but most of the inside pieces have come off. Oh, there's one here in the D. So yeah, you are dealing with a big sticker. I'm going to pull my take a pick tool and push that out. Sorry. All right. So I'm going to line this up along the top, up here. These are cute, like that. And then I'm going to grab my Hugs and Wishes, which is on dimensionals. Just make sure that, oh, I could just see the bee there. You see it? I missed one. I'll pull that off there. So yeah, if you miss one, you can pull it off. It works. Hugs and Wishes. I'm going to go right along the top of that flower. And then we have all these little pieces. I don't know if you can see them all. Yeah, all those little yellow pieces. And it is going to put one, I think they're, oh, some are tinier. Oh well, I'll figure it out. Looks like there's 3 different sizes, but it's not the end of the world if you get the wrong one in the wrong place. Because it's just a creative, oops. That's the right one, but down, there we go. I want it in the middle. All right. These are cute. Cute. And this one. So this particular card only used the small and the medium-sized ones. All right, so there's that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the It's Your Day and pull off the back of those dimensionals. And this is going to actually, oh, I guess I didn't press those hard enough. Oh, I bet they have a sticker on the back of them. I think some came off and some did not. Oh, this could be a real pain for people. It's because they're die cut. There we go. There we go. Oh my goodness. So some of them did come off. That one I tore like the whole thing off. There we go. And this one goes there. Oh, just get another one. I'm sure they gave us extras. All right, so there is card number 1. And so you send it to somebody in their envelope, and then when they get it, they can just prop it up and it's an easel card. So it looks like that, sitting on their mantle or desk or whatever. Very cool. All right, next one. We'll flip to card number 2. I will tell you, I have not looked at these instructions beforehand, so I'm doing it right along with you. I just separated out stuff. All right, so we have a blue card base, which again has a piece here that folds. We'll deal with that in a minute. We have another die cut with that shiny side on it, and then all of these pieces, and here's, let me pull out those, and we'll flip all these flowers. There are tons of flowers in this one. And then these cute little green vines, which I think those are pretty. I love these die cuts that have like cut all the way through. It's very cool. All right, so let's start with the taping of this. And as you can see, you're only going to tape it at the bottom of it because this too is going to stand up. So we'll do one across the bottom there, and one across the bottom there. And you can see where I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to flip that back into it so that it doesn't stick around the edge. All right, then we're going to come in with our little glue dots, and we're going to put these glue dots on these leaves. That one. All right, there's a glue dot. There's a glue dot. Jennifer, I will tell you that I have gotten the hot foil system, and it has been a lot of fun. Kind of brought me back almost 30 years to just being so inspired and to play with it. I spent one whole day just kind of foiling stuff, and then I spent another day putting some cards together. I have shared it on my YouTube channel and my Facebook. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. All right, so those are those. Then we have our dimensionals. And again, they get, every flower gets one in the middle. And then before I do the little banners, I need to stamp them. All right, so here's the banners. We'll pull these down. One of them's going to say, "It's your day." Wait, I'm just going to go ahead and do this because I already have this one on the block. I'll open up my cardstock here. I'm really getting my blocks dirty. So there's that. And then I'm going to add on "It's your day." That's going to go in one of them. And then "Birthday wishes." Oh, that's "Hugs and Wishes." I don't want that one. I want "Birthday wishes." I'm going to use the other stamp. Ooh. So there's that. And then these are going to get dimensionals. These kits are great for, especially for new stampers, but also for oldies like me, because everything comes in it. And they travel easily. They're fun for kids because they have picture picture instructions. And like I said, it's just kind of a fun, creative escape. All right, so let's look at my card here. Again, card's going to go like this. Oh, I totally did that wrong. Oops. That's all right. We're not going to worry about it. So if I was actually doing the directions, I would have stamped it this way. It's not the end of the world. Creative adjustments. And I want to make sure that this gets to the bottom of my card so that there's no adhesive hanging off that side up there. And then we're going to take our pieces. So we have these really fun greenery die cuts. They're very delicate, but oh my God, they're beautiful. And we are going to pull off that adhesive. Like I said, if you have struggles with this adhesive, you can always use a take your pick tool to pull off that little backing. So one's going to go down here. And then the other one I used to not like these little dots. I don't know why, but I have come to love them. And then this one, now when you're putting this one on, you want to be careful that you don't have your leaves hanging over that have adhesive on them. In fact, I'm going to have to check here. Whoops. Because you don't want this there. So this one does have a little bit of adhesive on it. I've got an adhesive eraser I will take that off with. But if I push that down, then the card's not going to open like it's supposed to. All right, so once you've done that, then we're going to take all these. Well, I'm going to do the Hooray. So let me find the Hooray and pull this off my sticker sheet. Maybe. Good thing they give you extras here. There we go. There we go. So just gently pull it. It's die cut, but you don't want to tear it. I do love the shininess of it. Oh my goodness. There we go. All right. I am going to use my oh, that one came right out. Maybe if I just put it behind my finger. It works. So just put your finger behind it, and that pulls all of them out, and then you have them all stuck on your finger. It's very sticky. All right, so then this is going to get placed on my card like that. Very cool. All right, and then we're going to add flowers. So this, and they just kind of get added on around this vine. These are so delicate. I love them. Hey, Jen, I'm glad you made it. Just working on my paper pumpkin. I just got back from the post office. And I couldn't wait. I had to go ahead. And if you're a first-time subscriber, you might have missed it, Jana, but if you're a first-time subscriber, you get, you can get a subscription for Paper Pumpkin for August, the August kit for 25% off, which is kind of a good deal. All right, so then we're going to take the It's Your Day banner, pull off the adhesives, tuck this in behind that, and then the last banner is birthday wishes. And this is actually going to get tucked right here. And then there's my stand-up card. But the last thing I have to do is I got to put on the yellow insides of the flowers. And these are stickers. As long as you get the adhesive to come with them, which I think I'm succeeding this time. And then these little tiny flowers. So there's 3 different sizes, small, medium, and large. Here's a medium for that. And then these little small ones are going to go on the little flowers. Very cool. And there is card number 2, which is cute. So when they stand it up on their mantle or their desk, that's that. And then the third card, if you missed the beginning, I was just saying I actually get my kit and then I divide everything up and put it into envelopes so I'm ready to go. Let me pull the directions for this one. We've got these flowers, so I'll flip them over because we're going to get those ready for adhesive. I think there should be 3 of these little flowers. Yep, there's one more stuck in the envelope. And then this stems and leaves are just going to get flipped over. Everything's getting flipped over to get adhesive on it. And again, you still have a shiny edge around that oval. All right, so here we go again. Again, with the oval, we only want adhesive along the bottom of it because we want it to be an easel card, and we don't want this piece, this up here, to stick to our card and not be able to be an easel card. So there's that. Then I'll take the dots, and this gets dots. Not a ton of them, but does get dots. And then the rest are dimensionals. All right, nope, those are the big ones. I keep grabbing the wrong dimensionals. All right, so here's, we'll just go to town here on the dimensionals, and then I will stamp the inside and the banners of the card. And we'll get this put together. One of the things I sometimes like to do, especially with paper pumpkin, is sometimes I'll pull in a Wink of Stella, which is always fun. Everything looks good with glitter. And just give it a little bit of shine, just for something added. All right, so then we have our 2 banners, which we're going to do hugs and wishes and birthday wishes. So here's birthday wishes. And then hugs and wishes. I'm just going to put it on the other side of the block. There's that. And then we need to do the hashtag, or the hash marks, which is this one here. And I'm getting ink all over my fingers, imagine that. All right, so then on this card, you can see the fold line is right here. So we want to open this up, and we're going to come across. And you can see I just kind of go random. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then we're going to put the card together. So we'll start with the base, the oval base. We're almost done. It's pretty good. I'm going to have 3 cards done in 30 minutes. So we'll lay that on there. And then we'll put on our leaves. Sometimes I add a little bit of ribbon too. Sometimes they come with ribbon and sometimes they don't. However, everybody has ribbon in their craft room somewhere, or craft area. Sometimes I add it. Like I said, sometimes I don't. All right, so this is going to go a little bit to the side, like that. And then we're going to pull the happy. Oh no, we're going to, yeah, I think we're going to pull the happy now. Pull the happy off here. I'm going to pull the happy off over here. No, I'll put it off here. I don't know, but this seems to be the hardest part. And then, there we go. Got it. And then just pull gently. It's already got adhesive on it. It's a sticker. There we go. There's the inside. Got that. Come on. There we go. I think I'm making this look a lot harder than it needs to be. I don't know why I'm struggling. All right, it's coming, it's coming. There we go. This one little section, you can see how fancy that is right there. There we go. Come on. There. All right, so there's that. And again, I'm just going to stick my finger. No, it's not going to work. We'll push that one through. Push all these through. All right. I think I missed one there. There we go. All right, so happy is going to go right here. Oh, I missed this one. And I missed this one too. Pull that off before I really stick that down. Take your pick tool, comes in handy. There we go. All right, so there's the happy. And then we're going to start putting the flowers on. This one's going to go here. This one's going to go here. This one's going to go in here. I still have more. I think there should, oh, here it is. I was like, there should be another orange. It's right here. Tuck that in there. A little pink. I like all the different colors. I really like all the different colors. And there. And then put some dimensionals onto my banners here. Birthday wishes is going to go on first. This is going to kind of go over the happy. And then we'll fold the card and add the banner on the inside. And then the last thing we have to do is just add the inside of the flowers. So we will just do that. And then you can see how it sits up when it's on somebody's mantle or desk. We'll lay this back down and start pulling off some of these middles. Which just, this really truly just adds to it, these shiny stickers. All right. I'm glad you caught me, Diana. I'm working on my paper pumpkin that I just picked up at the post office. And I was telling everybody that right now Stampin' Up! Is offering next month's paper pumpkin to anybody who's a new subscriber to Paper Pumpkin for 25% off. And it does look like a pretty cute, I'm supposed to have 3 of those. I'm missing a pink one. I'm sure I'll find it. Let me check the envelope. I'm sure it's going to pop up here after I'm done, but I'll just keep going. I'll find it a little bit later. So add the insides of the orange ones. There we go. All right, so there is card number 3. So let me show them all again. These are so cute. Nice thing about being a Paper Pumpkin subscriber is you get the kit, and then later in the month, like probably starting next week, you're able to order some refills if you wanted to make more of these. I think these are beautiful, and I don't really even think they need Wink Estella this time, but I just might do it. Hopefully I'll find that other little flower that goes onto this one, but if I don't, it's okay. All right, let me flip my camera. Here's that Paper Pumpkin special. I will put the links into Facebook and on YouTube. And hey, thanks for stopping by. Like I said, my son got me some new internet, and I can actually now go live YouTube and Facebook. So that's kind of cool. All right, take care, everybody. Have a good weekend. I'm going to go stamp some stuff or foil. I do love my foiling. All right, bye-bye.